Hello, Elvian. Here we are back with Naruto Volume 6. Now, the Chunin exams are really heating up now. We're starting to force to death. Let's get into it. Oh, wait, yeah, I should probably talk about the covers more. Um, we have Sakura and Ino. I think this is the only cover that predominantly features female characters. Like in a prominent, like the most, like technically Naruto and Sasuke are here, but they're looking back. Um, I think volume 30. Yeah, and see you. Sway point. Um, let's just go back. Okay, okay, this is scuffed. Um, yeah, no, Naruto's kind of prominent on here. I mean, yeah, Sakura is the focus. Naruto is still there. Well, I got that out for no reason. One thing I noticed is that Ino has a tattoo here. I don't know. I, I I looked in the wiki. I couldn't find reference to her having this in regular. So is it just like a thing that they made for that Kishimoto just thought was cool, or is there supposed to be something to this? Yeah, those Sakura petals, that's cool. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, it's nice to have something focused on the female characters. That's cool. I did notice um something here. It's kind of weird. Um, most most of these guys they have is that it seems like most of these people, most everyone here has their name written out in katakana, you know? However, there are some exceptions. Anko, her name, this is in hiragana, not katakana like everyone else here. And Ino is also in hiragana, not katakana. I don't want to count the sound ninja as part of the section since there's in kanji and they're like a group. So of course that makes sense. That makes sense. Would be different, but it's not. But it's not like there's any through line with Ino and Anko besides them being female characters. But that's not the rule because Sakura is also is unlike them. Sakura is in um, katakana. So I'm wondering what makes Anko and Ino special? Why aren't their names in katakana? Um, it's not like it would be hard to write Ino's name in katakana. Just like the dot, the other slash or whatever. Uh, yeah. There's also there's something else here though. Which is that Mitarashi is part of Anko's name. So maybe this is actually maybe this actually I'm not okay. Mitarashi Anko, okay. Okay. This part of her name, Mitarashi, is in hiragana, but the Anko part is in katakana. So maybe maybe you might think that the rule then is that the given name is in katakana and the surname, the family name, is in um hiragana or yeah, hiragana. So that's her that's her given name, but it's still in hiragana. Unlike the rest of them, like her teammates Choji and Shikamaru, their their surnames are in katakana. Also, I feel like it's weird how Anko gets her for both names, but the rest of our guys don't get their name. Rock Lee, I don't. Is that his? This is Rock Lee his first and last name? Is that? I don't know if that's supposed to be his first and last name, but regardless, is both his first and last name here, whether it's whatever it is, it's all in katakana. Um, so I don't know what's going on here. Um, it's not like he hadn't decided on last names for these guys. Um, they said them. Their Asuma said them when he nominated them for the Chunin exams, and of course these three already have last names, so I don't know why he doesn't put them here, but I've gone a long enough change it. Let's go in. It's a Chunin forced to death. The team 9. What's team 8? Damn it. Hinata's team, or I guess Kurana's team. They, thought these bozos, they thought they were being sneaky, but they were being sneaked upon, with slugs that the flying leeches Konoha. Now, at first, I thought Shino would have done this because they're like they're not like bugs. They're a bit bigger than bugs, but they're still like animals. But it's Kiba that does the, the talking here. But I thought Kiba was the dog guy. He's the dog. He dog people. The dogs. But maybe he just likes talking more than Shino, which he definitely does. Kiba definitely likes talking more than Shino. So, well, doesn't matter. Okay, I'm hungry. I will record this video before I eat. So yeah, um, Naruto. There's Darcy Dex Naruto because he was an imposter. Yo, it's cool. It's cool. But and then they kind of do well. They have like a fight here, which is kind of intense because I think he like kills this guy. Sort of. Does he kill him? Yeah. They kind of do a similar thing. Sasuke does a similar kind of thing here, but it's a bit more high stakes since there's Orochimaru. He's coming in. Yeah, like he's Orochimaru. He's breathing through the damn ground. And they could have just like, you know, um hmm, let's see. Hmm, wait a minute. Didn't wait. Okay, no, okay, sorry. I was like saying Naruto could have just pissed in there, but he already did that. He already did that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be more professional. So basically, he makes the password too hard for Naruto to remember. Sakura's like, she fell for it. She didn't realize that Naruto is too stupid to remember the password. uh, this is where well, I wouldn't say it pays to be an idiot, but it was cool because he had already anticipated this. He knew eavesdropping, so it's not like they were in real danger of the password getting out because Sasuke already knew it. So yeah, okay. A big snake. Oh my god. Maybe I'm tired. Okay, I'm just hungry. Okay, I'm just hungry. Big snake eats Naruto. That's the end of the manga. He's eaten. But no. Oh my god. Orochimaru is very creepy in this section. Oh my god, the art is raw. So this is an interesting scene where people will make fun of Kurane um for putting genjutsu on trying to put a genjutsu at least on Itachi later on in the series. Um but this is here we have Sasuke who has the Sharingan being put in a genjutsu, you know? So it's you can still be put in a Sharingan or you can still be put in a genjutsu even if you have a Sharingan. But this idiot hadn't activated it yet, but still, he still he still had to stab himself to block the pain, to blot out the illusion. So it's not like maybe at this point it wasn't intended for the Sharingan to be that OP. Or maybe his Genjutsu isn't ocular, which I mean that's you don't really know how he does this. Um or or maybe Sasuke is an idiot and he doesn't know how to use his newly found Sharingan because um he didn't get that recently. He's only had it for like a week or two. There's a gap between them getting home from the Land of the Waves and um it's about a week between Land of the Waves and shooting exam starting, but there was also like a week or so between the last battle where he awakened his Sharingan and when they left from the Land of the Waves. So he's had a few weeks, I guess. Maybe he should probably be better. So maybe I don't think it's Sasuke. I think it's weird plot stuff. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. In order to he uses his technique to inflation, the inflation technique to bust open the snake. That's cool. Feel like it probably uses a lot of chakra, but oh well. It's Naruto's a chakra monster. Doesn't matter to him anyways. Oh my god, but yeah. Orochimaru, pretty menacing in this section. I can't remember that password. That stupid password. That's cool. Awesome. Yeah, this guy is kind of out of our league. Okay, so here's the artwork I chose. Um, Big Bird, Big Bird. Um, yeah, these goggles are like a callback to when um Kishimoto had Naruto wear goggles, but then got tired of drawing them, and then he had Kono Hamaru do that same thing, but he had to draw it as much since Kono Hamaru isn't a major character. Oh, that's cool. Cool though. Okay, so this is an interesting part where like Sasuke kind of like gives up, kind of throws the scroll, gives it the scroll. Technically, it's like giving up in terms of like the exam. He could still steal it from two other teams, but um, this is like Naruto. Naruto's like, what the hell, man? But I mean, Orochimaru is pretty strong. I think this is like a first real modes of conflict between them, and it's like how it's like oh yeah, um, it's like this Sasuke is a fake because you're the idiot. You're not the Sasuke I knew. You're not such a coward. You know, and Naruto makes a good point because um, even if he did hand over scroll, there's no guarantee this crazy guy would just let him go. So I think Sasuke was just like kind of shocked about how strong Orochimaru is, but just kind of I don't know. That I think the takeaway there is that Naruto is just that guy, and Sasuke wasn't. It wasn't that guy. Okay, so is this Manda? I think the snake earlier was not Manda, but I think this could be. Was interesting. Is a pretty big one. Yeah, let's take. And then Naruto's like, bam, boom, and then he does another jutsu. It's like, is that really Naruto? Yep, he's that guy. And big chicken. Yeah. And then we got some interesting stuff here. See that's a familiar outfit. Hmm. It's the Orochimaru outfit. Okay. Yep. Yep. Naruto or Anko really likes dango rice dumplings. Yep. Oh, yep. There's dead bodies, and they had their face. Oh, yeah. So these were people from Kusagakure, the village of those who hide in the grass. Interesting. Their faces as smooth as those they've been melted away. So Anka recognizes it as an Orochimaru technique. So yeah, this is the Orochimaru we see here. He is imitating a face of one of those Kusagakure ninja, which I think and um we should probably note their outfit here because he's like his outfit here. There was a good better shot of it. Yeah, right here with this sash. I think it's like purple sash. He it seems like he got it from this guy. So it's like he's gonna be like our girl, I guess. I don't know. He kind of imitated their face. So this goes to show that he would also, do the same for their appearance, otherwise appearance. That makes sense. Um, Interesting. So I think this isn't the first time we've seen the seal, right? Or is it? I think actually, but probably not. I don't know. He kind of it. There definitely seems like attention is being drawn to it, so I guess maybe not. I don't know. I forget. Okay, but he steals the scroll. They're in a bad spot. You know, this is the first time we see Itachi. He hasn't named, not named yet, but the first time we see, and it's not a Mangekyo Sharingan. Hmm. Kishimoto, why isn't this a Mangekyo? Oh. I feel like he probably should have awakened the three Tomoe here, but I don't know. Maybe I guess he just didn't feel like it was time yet. Kishimoto, I mean, Kishimoto didn't feel like it was time yet. Uh, so Sasuke kind of gets the second wind, I guess. He's like, okay, snap out of it. Naruto gave me the talk no jutsu or whatever. I want to go. And this is cool action sequence showing me his intelligence against Orochimaru and using the nice flame style like this. It's cool. But it only brings more attention to him because now Orochimaru wants to eat him or whatever, devour him, whatever. And he like leaves this fucking curse mark on him. Uh, and he's like a vampire. It's crazy. Yep. Now, oh Sakura. Now he's on his fucking knees, pain. Naruto's like out. And she's the only one who could do anything in the crew. Uh, oh my god. Now Anko, interesting. She she even like a moment here. Um, she was his student here. Never my greatest teacher ever. She'll kill you right now, Orochimaru. And she even texts him, possible. She with an exclamation point, she scares Orochimaru in this moment. And then like nothing really comes of her after this fight. Or after this fight, or I know like she gets shafted later on. Um Especially in the war arc, but I forget if she has any cool moments between these men, but either way, she tries to have a good moment where using the double suicide moment, but she was in a doppelganger, so I guess it wasn't as cool. She put her actual life on the line, but I mean, could have hurt her try. That's cool. Uh, yeah, interesting. Yep, he's uh interesting. Yep, he's after a young boy. And he's kind of controlling her with you can barely see her curse mark of her own. Oh wait, no, actually you can see it here. Sorry. Um, so she's kind of using it as, or she's being controlled by it. So yeah. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. They make a plan to reconnoiter. That's not okay. Is that a word? Make a military observation of a region. What the hell? It's an actual word. I need to. What? Okay. It's French. I kind of got that. Um, it can't be a very common word. What? U.S. specialized. How is it U.S. but I never seen that word. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Oops, I didn't see anything. I didn't do anything. Nothing's wrong, okay? Uh, got it. Okay. Um, so Sakura has to protect these two idiots who are useless now. Kashi's praying. That's cool. And she's exhausted. She's trying to tend to them while fending off any predators. No sleep. Fending off against squirrels, but one of them had a letter bomb stuck on it, so she's she it was she Sakura's cool. Okay, stop hating on Sakura. I like how Lee was just look at him. Lee just makes training exercises for himself. And this is like right out of Ippo. That's cool. Right out of Ippo. I wonder if he was um inspired by it. Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, I think this is an interesting moment. So he made one of his exercises was that if I can catch all 20 of these leaves before any of them hits the ground, then Sakura will fall in love with me. But if I miss one of them, then my love for her will never be requited. Never be requited. So he tries to do this. He gets almost all of them, but he goes out of his way to save this um squirrel, and then you could just for one panel, it's very cruel, yes, Black Reap, but for one panel we see this on the ground. So this foreshadowing that he never gets with Sakura. Just so ominous though, but I mean, he never really was likely to get end up with Sakura. I think, like, if you were a Lee Sakura shipper, man, I mean, man. I can't imagine you being a Sakura fan. You just want Lee to be happy, but I don't know. Oh man. So these guys, they go up against Neji. They counter Neji and then just run. And then it's like, yeah, we suck. You're so great, Neji. It's like, what the hell? They should be right. Am I crazy to think they should be able to take him alone? 3v1. Like individually, yeah, he claps them. But like the Inoshika Cho trio should be able to do something against Neji Hyuga. Maybe they don't think it's worthwhile. Maybe they don't want to take the risk because maybe he doesn't have to scroll. So I can understand why they wouldn't fight him, but I don't know. It it feels like they feel like they don't have a chance. And why do they not know about the Byakugan? How they need to have eyes in the back of his head? How do you not know about the Byakugan? Like, have you never met Hinata? Or what? Or even Neji before? But Ino says in the page right before this, she says, Lord Hyuga Neji, last year's rookie of the year. Fancy meeting you here. Can I have your autograph? So how does she know that much about him without knowing what the Byakugan does? But the Byakugan should be famous. Like the rock or not the the hidden the not the rock the lightning the light Darwie's group A B Killer B lightning, right? Not mist lightning, right? Raikage place. Those guys they attacked. They had the Hyuga incident where they attacked to try to steal the Byakugan. And hell, even um um the mist guys, they stole a Byakugan, right? That was his name was he has an arc in Boruto. What was his name? Damn it. Okay, it was Momoshiki arc, and then the Ao he stole Byakugan, so it's famous. Okay. Anyways, okay, wait. I'm just right. Did Kishimoto make this team? Did he plan on them being weaklings? Because at the moment, there's been no gassing up of them. There's the only gassing this team has received, any build up, any hype this team has received is Asuma recommending them to even be here in the first place. But even the high IQ Nara Shikamaru is like, I doubt we'll find anyone weaker than us. Was he not intended to be this smart at this point? What the hell? Okay. But now we're on to the Odogaku Shinobi. I was going to say guys, but I think this is a girl. I'm pretty sure this is a girl. I don't remember Dosu's name. I have to learn the other two's name. Actually, wait. This guy's name is Zaku. Is Why did they name him Zaku? Is this supposed to be a Gundam reference? I don't get it. But they're surprised that she can name drop Orochimaru. So but it kind of works out not in the favor. It can't walk away after hearing that. But she she surprises them because she diverted their attention to the ground, making it seem like it was an obvious trap. But the trap was above. So not only was Sakura up for way longer than you would be up without sleep, she was tending to Naruto and Sasuke, fending them off from invaders, and setting traps, and probably procuring food, I would say, maybe. Maybe the traps were also for food, and also just for, enemies. But yeah. He has the sound stuff to fend them off, but then it's Rock Lee. It's handsome blue beast. Yeah. Awesome. It's Rock Lee. Where did you come from? I came because you needed me, and I always will. Actually, it thinks it's a little squirrel. Yay, squirrel. I don't know, thank you, Lee. You're a lifesaver. I promise what he meant. I'll protect you until death do us part. He's so cool here, but he doesn't get her. He doesn't get the... Yeah, little Sasuke is all yours, little Sasuke. Yeah, she doesn't have much fight left in her, but yeah. She still has some kunai, and Rock Lee's he got from here to like there, and then he went in the ground and just pulled up this massive tree. It's 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 crazy. Or Lee is insane. Oh my god. Now we pick off the week when we can't find any. Okay. Uh, she thinks Naruto and Sakura are total losers. Sasuke is the only, I don't know, only useful one. This is also weird. Why he's they haven't mentioned that he's a genius yet, and his only defining characteristic for Shikamaru so far is that he's annoyed by Ino, soon to be annoyed by women, but he's annoyed by Ino, uh, and he's annoyed by everything actually. What's a drag? Everything's drag. Okay, but yeah, there's like Lee's keeping them waiting. It's been over an hour since they agreed. They kind of they agree that Lee's not in trouble because he's so strong, but they should still look for him, because I mean they can't just go on without him. Yeah, so he masters this lotus technique, which I'm surprised this is the technique that they focus on here, or like because and then in like the next round of the tuning exams it's like the gates. The gates are his killer technique, not the lotus technique. Well, I mean that too, but like the gates are like much more like threatening. I think. But the lotus technique isn't the. I don't know. It's not. Oh yeah, this is he goes. They go through an odd amount of time to explain the um logistics of this technique, but normally human beings utilize a mere 20% of their own muscular energy. I assume he means at a time. I don't know what else he means, but yeah, if anyone were to employ anything even close to 100%, the strength of his muscles will quickly break down. So the brain sets a limit on how much our own muscle power I'm going to. Yep, and then yeah, that's basically it. Was this not how the gates worked? But why is he saying lotus technique? Is it the same thing? I don't know. It's not the same thing now. But yeah, he does the same thing he did with Sasuke. That's cool. But then yeah, he uses the lotus type forward lotus type. Yeah, it's just I don't know how this gets out to the muscle. I don't know why he needs to use to his brink. I don't know why he needs to. Why can't he just use this normally as like a normal technique instead of using 100% of his muscle mass or whatever, or like close to 100%. Maybe it's not fully 100%, but yeah. It's Dosu's turn to use his technique. He's sound. He uses sound. He's making his ears bleed. This is crazy. I get a bit squeamish whenever the sound gets used like this in battle because that's fucked up. I know it's not the most like I don't know. People hype up like blind characters that use sound and sight or sound and well, I guess sound to hear or like and sixth sense, like rats to perception or whatever. But I mean, lack of sound can fuck you up. I don't think I don't think it's like because sure your sound perception can heighten if you lose your sight, but I don't think your sight gets better when you lose your sense of sound. I don't think that works. I don't think it works that way. If it does work that way, tell me. Okay, okay, yeah. He uses the Konoha Hurricane again. He uses this against Sasuke. Yeah, but he can't quite. He's having a hard time against Dosu here. That Sakura tries more kunai, but that is having a hard time with it. And Ino was like, yeah, trying to, uh, you know, thinking about her friends. Hmm, interesting. Yeah, throwing stars would are repelled for shuriken, or propelled by sound, tough sound. Oh yeah, so this was interesting. So I just now realized this person was the female character of the group. Which it makes this make more sense in retrospect, but this on the dialogue here it feels a bit odd. It feels like Kishimoto writing female characters moment, like ninjas on the battlefield on the brink of death. Was that ninjutsu technique the art of deep conditioning? Haha. You're a disgraceful shinobi, flushing with your looks. Like, bitch, what do you think? Like, first of all, how is her hair like this? We know for a fact she wasn't conditioning during this forced death match, so I don't get why it would be like this anyways. This kind of feels odd. But, she summons her energy and then she does the thing, which shocks. I I don't know about this. I understand why it would shock the female characters here. Would it really shock the men, the boys? Would it really? Because oh no, your hair that you grew so much to and conditioned so much or whatever. I understand why they'd be shocked, and they do look like the most shocked. I think. Well, actually, Shikamaru has the most amount of exclamation points here, so I think he's the most shocked, which is weird because he's the most sexist. Maybe he's like one of those advanced sexists. He learned so much about women to hate them more, or something. Oh my god! And Ino only has one exclamation point. That's on rival with Zaku here and Choji. Why aren't they surprised? I don't know why they aren't as surprised. Yep. And I do like that she's tired of looking at them from their back. So she wants them to watch her back. But they can't watch because they're unconscious. Dumb Sakura. Whatever. I'm just kidding. It's cool. I do like. Yeah, it is a good moment for her because the because being at the back is kind of like a position where you're being protected. So she wants to be the protector. You could and which is should be the goal of all ninja. So it's cool. It's cool. And of course, as usual in these stories, the her cutting her hair kind of emblematic of a change in her. Which is this a change for Sakura? Well, or you can say yeah, but I would argue it would be bigger when she asked Tsunade for teacher medical ninjutsu. But then again, you could also say that was when she became the more stereotypical medic of female medic. Like, okay, quiz time. Name one medic in Naruto that is a male. Can you do it? Gun in the back of your head. Name a medic in Naruto that is a man. But like Helvian, name one medic in Bleach that is a man. Hanatari Yamada. Hanatari Yamada. Easy. Easy. I can name two. Um, Iamura Yasuchisuka is the co-vice lieutenant. That's two. Three. Cringy. He made Keto or Kaido. Four. Uh, Yamada's brother, who was also a former lieutenant of the Fourth Division. And Ogundo Harunobo, I think. I'm probably butchering that name, but that's also a guy in the Fourth Division. I was like 4 or 5 medics in Bleach that are my men, but medics in Naruto that are guy. I mean, you can name some that could heal easily, but they're not like medics, Like Naruto's Nine Tails chakra, he can use it to kind of like provide a healing thing. He uses it later on to prevent Guy from dying from the eighth gate. But he's not a healer. Like Pain can use the what was it, the demon path? One of the paths of Pain can like heal up his other bodies. But Pain isn't like a healer character. I'm talking about medics. And I'm not saying they don't exist, but isn't there like one that's like in the mist or something with May? Or am I just completely off base? But I don't know, it's just Sakura and Tsunade. They're the medic people. And Shizune, they're the medic people. And Ino in the anime, they're the medic people. You know, I'm surprised Hinata didn't go down that path because I think the Byakugan could be very useful in medical ninjutsu. Like you could see inside the body where ailments are. You could see broken bones. Don't need an X-ray. Why aren't there more Hyuga medics? We're way off topic. So she's fighting, she has a second wind. She uses the substitution jutsu to great effect. It's the most OP jutsu. I'm always right. And she fakes him out, by tanking a hit and biting. Yeah. Props to Sakura. No Sakura hate here. I don't hate Sakura. Don't hate Sakura. Don't. Props to Sakura. That takes balls. And she doesn't have any balls. It takes balls. Props to Sakura. And I like the cute moment with Ino here. They were friends, but then they turned rivals because of Sasuke. Blah. Yeah. But they had a good moment, and then they were rivals. And then Sakura's like, I'm on the same team as Sasuke. That means you'll never beat me now. This was true. She was right. Uh, uh, yep. And then this Team 10 comes riding in. Yay. Told you I'll never let you show me up. That's cool. That's a cool moment. I don't. So Shikamaru is like riding in on Choji's Scarf? What are they doing here? I don't get what they're doing. We don't see the build up to this, I don't think. No. Yeah, she's just watching and then they burst in. Um I don't think this is one of the formations, is it? I don't think so. Also, I don't see I'm not seeing the tattoo she had on the cover page that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. So I don't know what that was going. I don't know what that was about. Tell me if you know what that was about. Um, I'm not familiar with that kanji. Yeah. Next volume is next volume. The Shikucho trio is gonna fight. I'm interested if I'm interested to see when they first introduced Shikamaru as a genius, because they haven't revealed that yet. So I'm interested in that because that'll be the first time we get to see them fight. Other than that, I think I'm satisfied with this episode. I yawned too much, but I got a lot to talk about. So until next time, leave a like, subscribe, and have a good one. Bye.